Hi, my name is John with Russian River Paddleboards, and you're watching this video so you will know how to inflate your stand-up paddleboard after you pick up the equipment from the shop. First thing you got to do is make sure that when you leave the shop, you have everything you need. Your stand-up paddleboard with a strap, your paddle, your life vest, and your Bravo pump. Upon arriving at your destination, simply pop the hood of your vehicle and position your Bravo pump on the ground next to the engine compartment, and then unpack your Bravo pump. The hose. The electric cables, making sure that they are still connected to your Bravo pump. And finally, unzip the compartment of the pump itself, but leave the pump inside the bag. After you've unzipped it and exposed your pump, lift the Velcro strap on the side and you will see that it has an inflate section of the pump. Go ahead and attach your hose to it, turning it and locking it in place. You'll notice a separate deflating opening of your Bravo pump. You don't need to attach the hose there, obviously. Okay. Now you are ready to attach your cables to your car battery. Expose both battery leads and follow the color coordination. Red, positive, black, negative. Simply attach the red and the black. We are now ready to connect the hose of the Bravo pump to the paddleboard itself for inflation. First thing you want to do is take the cap off the inflation-deflation valve. And then you'll notice that there is a rod that is spring-loaded in the valve. You want to make sure that this rod is in the upright position by simply pressing it. Some of the paddleboards, you must turn it in order for it to pop up or to stay down. Next, you're going to connect your hose into the pump. You will notice that at the end of the hose, there are grooves for locking. There are bars inside the valve. Simply position the grooves over the bar and give a twisting motion, but do not force it. If it doesn't go in well, simply try again. Next, make sure that your Bravo pump is set to the required PSI. In this case, we will be setting it to 12 pounds per square inch. After that, you will simply start your pump, and the pump will go off by itself. There is no need to monitor. We're now ready to go ahead and take the hose off the paddleboard by again turning it the opposite direction and making sure that we put our cap on. Turn and lock in place. It's now ready to attach our skeg or back fin. This particular fin has a couple of areas for locking and one cotter pin. Simply put the front in first, lock it in place, push it back so the other part of the fin could lock in, and make sure you can see through the hole. Position the cotter pin, give it a nice push. On this particular board, you have two screws. Simply slide the fin in place to where the holes in the fin match up with the holes on the board. And then, after lining them up, simply take your screws and lock the fin in. At this point, your boards are ready for the water. After your great day on the water, it's now time to deflate the paddle boards, roll them up, and bring them back to the shop. First thing we have to do is remove the fins. On this particular fin, just simply pinch one side of the cotter pin so it slides out of the hole easy. Unlock it, slide it forward. Turning your board over, we're now going to depress the valve so the air can escape. Take the valve cap off and please be careful because the air will come shooting out of there very fast. You want to push down a little bit harder than you did before so the valve stays open. And now, when it's all deflated, you can roll up the board. No need to put the strap back on. Just simply make sure it can all fit back in your vehicle. And we'll see you back at the shop.